he used to like work out a lot, you know.
And here we go into the match. Button check.
Button check. Now we'll see a real button check now.
I'm getting an actual one.
Oh,
Look.
well, that's
okay.
That's
That's definitely teabag, but you know Slayer's known to do that mid combo. I'm gonna call it a read of a lifetime. Forever King's gonna start this match with a back two and catch a jump back attempt by Slayer. I'm just making a read here. That is one great normal that Tremor's gonna have to keep him out of the skies. That back two where he just kind of leans back and he leans forward.
Hopefully
and
Slayer just walks back.
Ooh,
and he started off really aggressive, and you know King. And you know, I played a Tremor player earlier, and I just remembered how great this character was.
Oh, fantastic!
And never got the credit he deserved. This character had armor when no one else did.
Yeah, he has an armored launcher if he gets you with that flash parry.
Definitely.
And if you guys are watching from home, he has an armored move where he all he does is he hits you with a rock gauntlet, but he can cancel it into a forward dash and have armor on the normal that follows.
It's basically the only one bar armor launcher that still exists.
Yes, there are a few in the game.
Mystic Ermac?
Possessed Kenshi's teleport.
Oh, yeah.
And
that Mystic Ermac one?
Only if it trades.
Yeah,
only if it trades, and then
Unbreakable Sub?
Unbreakable Sub when he has the aura up. As we're talking, Forever King taking game number one and has Slayer in the corner, which is where you want him. And King really picked up Tremor as a 100% main of his.
That was a great anti-air.
Yeah, it was. And at the end of the game is really when he picked up Tremor and played him full time. And since then, King has dominated almost every Mortal Kombat tournament that has happened. Going to Europe, I think he only got second there. And all the tournaments here and there, he's done really well. Into the corner we go again, into the hard knockdown, flexing for us here.
And, you know, Aftershock known for the Rocco key, and Tremor's just known for flexing. And you have to hold all of this. And Slayer was the call out on Dawn Chakram. And, you know, I believe right there when he does that 3-4-3, there's actually a bit more optimal that he can go for.
You have to hold all of that, by the way. You're just talking about having to hold all that. Slayer just had to sit there and take everything there by Tremor because this man comes at you like a wrecking ball.
Basically, and, you know, Tremor's such a strong character. And King knows the shimmy. King knows the shimmy. You know, they used to both be teammates, play 100 games a day probably.
Yomi boys.
Yomi boys. Respects to Yomi and what they did, you know, in the early days.
Yeah, the early days when they ruled the world.
The
they came in like NWO in the 90s, okay?
Basically.
They just walked in 50 people deep and took the ring.
It was all, like, it used to be Yomi and Sonic Fox. That was the top eight.
So Yomi was the NWO, Sonic Fox was Sting. Sting shows up with the baseball bat and takes out everybody. That's exactly what happened.
He teabagged mid-combo. Hold on.
Yeah. I mentioned this man is a savage, born and bred, and King just sitting there. It's all good, flexing up for us.
It's all good. King will teabag you after. That's the kind of player. King will teabag you after.
But I love how just relentless Crystalline Tremor can be, and King plays it perfectly. He's just so aggressive, and
he knows when to make the great reads on the defensive side too, and that's what is so dangerous about a player like Forever King, who uses someone like Tremor who can take advantage of a situation like this.
Ooh, and I've never seen him actually OQ with a 1-1 there. But yeah, you mentioned you add on top of the tool set that he has, how great of a player Forever King is, and it's a recipe for disaster.
And Tremor really, you know, I remember early days of Denzel, DJT, playing Tremor, and this character was a nightmare. And the small teabag by Slayer. But, you know, Denzel, from the stories I've been told, he was unbeatable at the Yomi house with Tremor. So you had a great player with a great character, and it was just a recipe for disaster. You have somebody like King who's playing a more toned down Tremor, and the character's still great. And we see King perform, you know, time after time. But Slayer looking like he's trying to fight back.
Yes, he is. He's about to take this match, and I mentioned it's also a good matchup on the other side for Kung Jin, who shreds armor like nobody's business. He's gonna get knocked down here,
flex.
And he doesn't have an EX flex, so he actually cannot block and get away with it. But opens up Slayer back to back anyway.
Another flex.
And we didn't mention on the top of the tool set the corner carry that the forward 1-2-1 possesses.
And Slayer with the armor. That was basically a chip out.
Slayer loves that wake up, by the way.
That's a great wake up. It's honestly great meterless.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a tricky punish.
It is.
It's one of the things. It happens so fast that your mind doesn't catch up to what happens on the screen, and you can't punish it in time.
And even without, you know, even with armor, the armor itself does 2 hits. And a lot of people just use the meterless one because it's just that good. You never really feel the need to use a bar.
And there's the armor break on the wake up that Shaolin Kung Jin possesses. He's not going to have to deal with these flexes as long as he has a bar. Takes off immediately there with the chakram as well. Smart stuff, and it comes back and breaks it for him.
And, you know, Slayer just trying to play the defensive. It looks like he's kind of Oh, he tried to keep King out, but King just came storming in. And that's really what Tremor's great at. He's got a 6-frame advancing high. The action string itself is plus. You know, he's got the down 1 to cover all of his options. Really great range. Great range down 4, and he does a lot of damage. And he has armor.
Absolutely. And on the approach, King, I think, changed up a little bit. I think Slayer was looking to do a crouch rumble, stop that forward 1 there. And so he did a stand 2, which is a big old mid, even though it has a lot of startup.
And King, you know, King, oh, great anti-air.
Rare drop there, because Slayer's usually all over those instant kicks after.
Is the GOAT with conversions, especially with Kung Jin. He can turn a down 1, you know, poke into like a 30% combo.
And he's been playing this character
since day one.
He was he was a Bojutsu main early on, doing the big damage, and has really been all over the place. We've even seen him pick Ancestral from time to time.
Funny story, they used to play the same characters actually. Now that I think about it, they both played Kung Jin and Kung Lao.
And Kung Lao.
They both played, you know, the same characters, so they really are really familiar.
Oh my goodness, King put it all on the line. The kahunas right there.
Really?
Those are the kind of reads that get you in the winners finals. You just put it all on the line.
If Slayer blocked that,
50,
that was a
50.
full combo. I think that was really a sleeper on Slayer's part. He could have tried to react. Oh, they might get Skyton.
And there you go. That's one of those things that they're laughing about where it's like,
you got hit by that.
Yeah. I can't believe you just did that.
But, you know, Slayer,
because who saw that coming?
In a crucial situation like that, you see stuff like just crazy just coming out of nowhere.
Look at the screen. You see Darkseid and Scorpion in the reflection of the Asus monitor? Oh my goodness. You guys,
a telltale sign.
When the camera goes back, that's a good shot. That's what's on the line. That Scorpion statue, that gold Scorpion. The only people who have that gold Scorpion are the people that pre-ordered the collector's edition with the box with the statue. There's only people that have the gold Scorpion right now. But someone's about to win it tonight. Oh, and the T-Bag mid combo.
Again.
2 T-Bags mid combo.
Oh, the reset? Well, not a reset. Quick stand setup.
And guys, these guys are pros. That last game, in Slayer's mind, never happened. It's off the face of the earth.
And Slayer's really coming right at Forever King. And with the chip out right there.
Here we go into game number 2.
And he's gonna. Oh, he did not go for the you know, the usual dash up, jump back.
And King's pretty stingy. The flash parry works probably 1 time out of 10 for him and actually opens somebody up. But you know what? I like that he keeps going for it, and at worst, he gets the pressure. Oh! And I know that feeling all too well of pressing a button against that dive kick.
And you just get hit for it. Like, I played King in the mirror, and I got hit by it. And I played Kung Jin like day in, day out.
Oh yeah, you versus Slayer. I saw.
Got hit by it.
Yep. Yeah, there were times where he would actually do a crossover attempt on me, and I'd be all over it with a down 1 anti-air, stay 1 anti-air, all over it. Full combo.
Ready?
And guess what? Guess what that allows him to do later on in the set? Jump over and cross me up for free, because I'm not pressing that button again. I've learned, but then he gets a free jump too, and that's the mind game.
And King, you know, betting his winner's side life basically with Tremor, he's basically sticking it out. You know, I don't know if he still plays Kung Lao, but I do believe Kung Lao does really well against Kung Jin. He doesn't allow those shenanigans. Oh, he just came straight for the draw.
And that was one of the first times I've seen jump back dive kick beat out. That fist was there waiting for it. The active frames.
Straight for the jaw. King's not playing any games. He meant that he was sticking by Tremor.
Ooh, it gets him with the log. Hey guys, this is a game 5 to start us off in this top 8. Let's get hype in that chat. These guys are playing some Mortal Kombat X.
And, you know, MKX, you know, as much as I have my gripes, MKX is a fun game to watch, a fun game to play. You know, real hype, very fast paced, and the rush down, and you know, just the nostalgia.
And there's something about Mortal Kombat that brings the energy out of people.
Really.
It really is that nostalgia, the style, the fast pace, the graphics, how brutal the game is, you know?
Exactly. You know, you get to do something after the match. You know,
okay.
Brutality, fatality, you know.
And I'm glad we've seen a lot of brutalities and fatalities tonight.
We definitely have.
Body parts have been severed, and not guessing right off that 2-2.
Oh, and he actually did the Kung Jin Oki, the run-up jump back. And now Slayer looking like he's in trouble in the corner.
39, that's a big boy damage for Crystalline Tremor.
Definitely was. And that jump kick is actually very hard to answer here.
And there's that gigantic back two as King is going to send us to a final round of final match here in our first game.
Slayer has the meter advantage. King has the position advantage. And he probably should have done.
Did you see that?
He probably should have done the
He thought it was
one.
pre-patch. He thought it was pre-patch and thought that chakra was coming back, I
If
think.
he did the straight one, he'd have been okay. But, you know, that low one, if he recognized that it wasn't coming back, it was going to be some trouble.
Ultimate-
And that's going to cost King.
Ultimate feels bad moment right there.
Feels bad, man, if that happens.
We'll see if that costs King this match. Clean jump in and use the jump kick, which is where the active frames are. That's what makes it causes it to show
Oh,
meaty.
great throw by King. You know, fuzzing. Oh, great anti-air by Slayer.
He said, get out there.
I love making that read, you know, especially when it hits. Oh, you should have known that was coming, though. Plus.
And built
gets
another
hit.
one, but he didn't use it. One more hit, and we're going to get a brutality here.
Oh,
no,
oh,
he doesn't
brutality.
do it. No, King missed opportunity, but
Rip.
takes the first match of top 8. Close friends, been together forever. And Forever King representing Circa, moving into winners
Surge
finals.
Forever King, you know, showing out on top.
All right, guys, we're actually okay, coming up next is going to be, I believe we're going to move on to the losers bracket, and Forever King will move on to play Scar on